So welcome. I'm the Functional Health Detective. My name is Nicholas Vidal, and I'm a certified functional medicine health coach. You see, years ago, I was in your same shoes. I had a lot of issues that cropped up, and over time they started to get worse and worse, and even more mysterious. It went from things like bloating and gas, to feeling tired, to feeling constantly anxious and stressed, to then having a little bit of a skin rash that started on my chest, and then over the years eventually ended up engulfing my whole body, my neck, my back, my legs. And it got so out of hand, I got to the point that I tried to look into supplements and different foods and different things, and I revamped I tried every diet under the sun. Vegan, I even tried regular plant-based diets. I brought meat back in. I did all types of different things. I did fasting. I did colonics. I did all types of coffee enemas. Anything I could get my hands on to try to remedy my problem. Because I went through conventional medicine and that system sort of failed me. Because I didn't just want another diagnosis. I didn't want somebody else's guess on my problem. What I really wanted on the inside was to heal. I wanted a solution to my problem and not just another label of whether it's dermatitis or this other skin issue or it's this thing because it has white blotches plus red spots. I really personally didn't care about any of that. I was so embarrassed about my condition between gas and bloating and constant fatigue, a skin rash everywhere. I couldn't even go out to hang out with my friends because I had no social life. Because the minute I would put a bite of food in my mouth from a restaurant, I'd break out in giant hives from everywhere. And no, this was not a peanut allergy. I was breaking out from things like lettuce. I was breaking out from things like fruit, all types of things. And this is why I was so confused. Not only that, I also tried to do the holistic route. And I didn't want to take any medications anymore because those medications were making things 10 times worse. I would put cortisone creams on and all types of different things, and it would come back 10 times worse with a vengeance the minute I stopped. Then because of anxiety and depression, I was put on psych medication and antidepressants and all types of stuff, and I had no idea those were even damaging my gut further, making my anxiety 10 times worse. And so getting into the holistic route of supplements and different things like that, I even got stuck there because I was so allergic, I couldn't even put probiotics in my system. I was so sensitive to almost anything that came into my body, and that was my breaking point. It was at that very moment that I was ready to give up, I was ready to throw in the towel, and I said, no, I'm going to give this one more shot. I reached out and I started to find different coaches and functional medicine practitioners as opposed to conventional medicine. And these people started to explain how the very food I was eating was actually affecting the health of my gut, and that is where food meets physiology, therefore was affecting my immune system, was affecting the reason I had so many food sensitivities, was affecting things like my anxiety, my gas, my bloating, my acid reflux. It was affecting all of those things. And literally, by watching the foods I was eating, by dialing in my sleep, by getting clean water, by figuring out the correct protocol that was going to be individualized for me, because at that time I couldn't just put anything in my body. I needed to do it step by step. Literally within 3 to 4 weeks, an issue I battled with for years started to clear up. My skin started to clear up all over. And it was at that very moment I had the realization that this is the answer. I seen it with my own eyes. I felt it with my own body. And that's exactly why I do what I do today. And that's exactly why I consider myself a functional health detective. Because there's no actual finish line. And we really don't want more diagnosis and more labels. What we actually want is we want a journey or a path that's going to allow us to heal, to take the health issue that we're facing and the disease that we're facing and put it behind us so we can live life, so we can have a social life, so we can enjoy time with family and friends, so we don't have to constantly worry about why do I have these issues, where did they come from, how did they start, what is this mystery that's surrounding my life. And the worst part about it is this is an invisible illness. This is, if someone's crippled in a wheelchair, we can physically see that that person may have an issue. Whereas when things are happening on the inside with bloating and gas and fatigue and food sensitivities, These are internal things. These are invisible to your family and friends. These are even invisible to some of your doctors. So many doctors had told me I was crazy, or it was just in my head that when I would have a banana, I would break out with an allergic reaction. That was not in my head. I actually felt that. I actually seen it. And I'm glad to be here today to be able to help you, to guide you through this path and through this journey. And that's why I consider myself a health detective, because we want to be able to use as many clues for you as possible, as many different assessments, health histories, blood work, functional lab testing, whatever we can get our hands on to figure out what is causing your issues. Why are they there in the first place? And look at it from a holistic, functional perspective. And that is how we can start to get resolution, by figuring out what you need for your individual body, for your individual circumstances, to be able to start to take the first steps to start to reverse things completely. And I am so happy to be able to be here years later to tell you that I am not on any medications at all, whereas in the past I used to be. My skin is much more clearer. Almost all of my food sensitivities are gone. I feel a lot better because of it. And this is exactly why I went back through school to get more formal training, to be able to understand the functional medicine model and be able to take that and start to help you as the client to be able to figure out this complex, chaotic mess. Because in functional medicine, all of the systems of the body are directly connected together. So if someone has a thyroid problem, more than likely there's a problem in some other part of the body or some other area. And as long as we understand that, the body naturally wants to heal itself. All we have to do is figure out what is getting in the way of the body healing itself, remove the thing that's getting in the way, figure out what things need to be rebalanced or what things are deficient, whether that's vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals, different nutrients. Bring those up to level, bring those up to balance, and now we restore the entire circuit. Therefore, you now restore your life, you restore your health, you restore your vitality. That's what I do today, and that is how I can help you. With that said, there's a link below this video. You can schedule a free 15-minute health investigation session with me, in which we'll get on the phone, because I really want to understand you as a person. I want to understand what you've been through, what you're currently going through, maybe some of the things you've tried before, what has worked, what hasn't worked, and why you don't currently have the results you're looking for. What is stopping you from achieving that? What's getting in the way? I'm here to help you figure that out. So once again, the link's right below this video. Click the button, you'll be brought directly to my calendar. You could book in a free 15-minute health investigation session, no obligation at all. If I feel I can help you, then we can discuss an opportunity of what that would look like, us working together moving forward to get full resolution inside your mysterious health case. That's what I have for you today. I'm Nick Vidal, the Functional Health Detective, and I look forward to seeing you on that call.